You once said something, and I listen to a lot of your stuff, Sadia.
Do you really? Because
really
sometimes
do.
you message me and you say, I really like your stuff. And I'm like, maybe you're just being nice to me.
No, I do. Because it's like crazy wisdom, and it comes up, and I'm just like, I gotta listen to it. Because like you're almost always right.
Yes.
I think you're always right.
I'm actually always right. Can I just say that? I want to say that on screen. I'm always right. And if you don't agree with me, it's because you haven't lived long enough yet. Give it time, give it space. You'll understand what I'm saying is true. Maybe you just haven't experienced it yet.
And you believe you're always right.
Always.
Because you're somehow channeling the truth.
Only because, look, if my day-to-day job was just sitting on influencing, I would question my own judgment. I spend all day, every day speaking to people in different stages of relationships, people who just got engaged, people who just got divorced, people who've been together 40 years. Because I see the transitions of all these different relationships all over the world, all day, every day. I'm saying this not because I'm making it up. I'm saying it because I'm on the ground. It's a bit like a doctor who's dealt with so many different patients over the years. They're not making this up. They've got no reason to make this up. And they think, oh, she's just trying to go viral. She's just trying to do this. You saw me. You said to me, oh, you never had an assistant before. You've never had a team before. I've never had a team. I've never sat with people and be like, right, what goes viral? It's just been from my own observations. So that's why I just think, like, if I've said something and it triggers you, give it time, you'll see that I'm telling the truth.
Yeah, I think you're right. And if you do have an emotional reaction to something Sadia says, it's probably because deep down you know it's right.
But I have to agree, sometimes when I watch my own thing, I'm like, why are you so mean, Sadia? Say it nicely. Why are you such a bitch? Because sometimes I'm even watching it like, why did you have to be rude about it? Why couldn't you just say it nicely? So my tone is really annoying even for me.
All the most famous guests on London Real give it to people straight. That's how they have to hear it.
It's the only language I speak. It's almost like a social disawareness. Like, I don't know why I'm so blunt, but it's a gift.
It's a gift. And nowadays, well, we'll talk about this later. There's a bunch of copycat Sadias out there.
Yes.
But you were like the original many years ago, where you just came on. Yeah, original bitch. And you were just telling people how it was. Yeah. We didn't see women doing that with the tone you had, and then obviously the knowledge. Now I see a lot more, kind of mini-me's coming up. And again, look, it's nice to hear women talk about this stuff, but I do want to just call you out as the original.
Thank you. I agree with that. I would say I am the original. And the reason I say that is I've never watched somebody else's content and thought, ooh, let me write down and make notes on this. Never. I always watch other people's content and be like, no, that's not true. 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 So when I see people copying mine verbatim, I'm like, okay, it's nice. Like, at least you're learning something. But you have to be on the ground working with people to actually know this.
How do you get out of a rat race? How do you create wealth not only for yourself, but also for the generations to come after?
I am absolutely amazed with the quality of companies that we're getting exposure to.
We go on to Zoom calls with the innovators and the folks who are building new applications in metaverse, blockchain, artificial intelligence, decentralized finance.
What's going on, everybody? Thumbs up if you can see me.
We are focusing on early stage investment.
And the quality of people that we're getting exposure to, whether it be Dan Tapiero with 1RT, Jason Ma from Open, Yatsu from Animoca.
It's been a phenomenal experience thus far. It has far exceeded my expectations.
We are focusing on cutting edge technologies.
I view it now as the best investment I've ever made. The upside I view is unlimited.
And as a retail investor, I would never get this exposure anywhere else outside of Investment Club.
See you in the Investment Club.
So you've obviously just copied it from people here, there, and everywhere, which I don't actually think will lead to actual authentic long run, you being able to do a whole podcast or you be able to help people properly. So it doesn't actually matter. As long as the message is good and as long as people resonate with it and it helps people, that's all that matters. But one of my reasons for going online is because I hated the narrative women were teaching other women. I hated it. Right. And I hated the lack of accountability. I hated the kind of idea of sisterhood means we support and enable each other to make terrible, terrible decisions. And we kind of hate men and we raise our children to hate men, but it's not constructive to children. And my Northern Star has always been what's good for children.
It's not constructive to anything.
Anything.
Because it breaks down the family relationship, it breaks down the male-female dynamic, and it just turns everybody into a victim.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't
help anyone.
Right.
And I think the reason why I'm never siding with men or women, and they're like, whose team is she on? Is because I'm actually on the side of the children. Who benefits from men being more masculine, women being more feminine, and being nice to each other? And spotting the red flags is the children will benefit from that. So I'm always on the side of children, not men or not women.
I remember one video where you said high-value men, they choose women very, very carefully and then spoil the hell out of them.
I said that it's a bit like a Harvard application. It's like they really put you through it, like rounds and rounds and rounds of like trying to get in there. But once you're there, your life is set. You just say you went to Harvard, and for the rest of your life, you can live a great life. Yeah, you can literally walk into a room, people say they went to Harvard, that they're a Harvard graduate. High value men do the same thing with women. If they're truly high value, it's lots of rounds, it's lots of tests. It's not testing in an evil way, but just checking, watching, and how is she with other men? What was her previous relationships like? I just check to see if her reputation is good. How does she conduct herself on social media? How is her family values? What's she like with her father? Does she love her father? Does she hate him? What is her relationship like at home? They do all of these ones, and then once they realize, okay, no, this sounds good, it's an easy life for her. Yeah, they don't be frugal, they don't be difficult, and she's earned her stripes, and she's good with kids, she's good with him, she treats him well, she cooks, she cleans, her home life as well. So then it's an easy life for her. But what men have done is the other way around. They start with all the presents, or they start with all the luxuries, or they start that way, hoping she'll become all of those traits. When really you've rewarded her bad behavior, why would she change?
I think you said something about girls like that where they invite all their friends around because they don't actually want to spend time with the guy. And so if you're kind of a hot girl you're showering presents with, brings all of her friends around, it's because she really doesn't want to be with you.
She doesn't want to be with you. And this is what guys will say, like, she's offering me threesomes, and she's saying she's going to bring all her friends to a holiday with us. I'm like, yeah, she doesn't want to touch you. That's really what it is. She wants to distract you with all her hot friends. You pay for the table, and then they'll have a stomachache and they'll leave. Don't worry. This is what happens, because when women truly are attracted to a man, I'm not saying in love, attracted to a man, they want to keep his eyes off every other woman if they could. Yeah, that's the key. When they're not attracted to you, they almost want you to look elsewhere, so you leave them alone. So it's really like our attraction brings out our possessiveness, and if we don't have any of that, I mean, I'm not talking, some women are naturally not possessive, but it would be weird to push really hot girls into your man's face unless you're lacking attraction.
Hey, I know investing in crypto is scary. It takes a real leap of faith because there are so many scams, rug pulls, and bad actors out there. It's a dangerous business, which is why 95% of people lose all their money. Well, that's why I created the London Real Investment Club, so you can access the hottest deals on the planet and use the crypto bull market to create the generational wealth that you deserve. Join my team of over 100 people from around the world that are making millions of dollars behind the scenes investing in blockchain, AI, Web3 games, DeFi, Bitcoin, and more. Don't miss out. Click the link below to book a call with one of my team now. But hurry, this bull market will end soon.
I know investing in crypto can be scary. That's why you gotta join the investment club. Pull the trigger. Let's do this.